we went to Xi'an, and there was this sister school that we went to that we were partnered up with people. It was like this private school. It was called Xi'an Number One High School, is its English translation, which I think is hilarious.
I love that.
And it was just one of those things where like the kids there knew like limited English, but they knew English way better than I knew any fucking Mandarin, which was, I mean, it made me feel like a piece of shit. Yeah. But at one point, I don't know how this came about, but I got involved in a China versus America political scheme.
Scheme
in
China?
The sense
with limited Mandarin too.
In the sense that I somehow got involved in like a bunch of kids from the U.S. on my side and a bunch of kids from Xi'an Number One High School, and I was arm wrestling a dude somehow. I don't know how this came about. But we're arm wrestling.
That was the political debate.
This had global political implications.
It did. It was like, is future famous YouTuber Ted Nivison going to beat random kid from Xi'an Number One High School? Who knows?
Time?
Oh, I was like 16 or something like that.
So Barack Obama was monitoring the situation.
Yeah, no, they had they had Blackhawks around the school. They had one of those. Tucker? What's that stealth? What's that stealth thing that flies overhead that you see?
Stealth bomber.
Yeah.
A B-2?
Yeah, they had a fucking B-2 flying overhead in the fucking stratosphere. And it was crazy because it was like, the first time around, I was like, oh, this kid he's not going to be good at arm wrestling. This is obviously a purely American ordeal. Like, there's no way that he would know about how this works. Wrong. He like pretty much beat me the first time, but then, and everyone's like screaming and stuff. And I'm like, I can't do that. I have to
fight for your country.
Summon my
I have to fight
nationalism.
for my country. Obama would have my head. I'd be going straight to Guantanamo if I let.
And I proudly stand up.
You heard some eagles softly cawing in the background.
Yeah. So like an anime character, I was like, no, it's not over. And I get up and I go and I like put my whole fucking being, like it must have been like a fucking joke at one point, but then I come back and I'm like, and then I win, and then it's like crazy on our side, and then it's like sort of like, oh, he won one, we won one, and then it's like
wow.
All right, we've settled the score.
The scene from fucking Predator.
Yeah.
Dylan,
exactly.
you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
There
so
was
it's
like
like
third match. There wasn't a rubber match.
There wasn't a third match. Wow. But if you've never heard the story, the basketball story, I can summarize it really quick, Will. It was like we were brought to their like gym, their PA center or whatever, and all the kids were there, and we were gonna be doing something there. I think we were just supposed to like, do sports or whatever in the gym. And me and a couple of the guys who were also on this trip were like, oh, they've got basketball hoops. We'll just shoot some basketball. So we ask around, and we're like, hey, there are basketball hoops here, and we're just kind of standing around. Can we get some basketballs? And they're like, oh, yeah, no, we'll play basketball. And so we're like, okay, cool. And we're waiting for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, it's like they start to like make a crowd around the basketball court, and we're like, what is going on? And we played basketball, but they brought in their basketball team.
Oh, shit.
And it's like me and like 4 other dudes that are just like random kids from fucking our high school, our Massachusetts high school, that were not on the basketball team. Right. And there's this one dude who's like 6'5", and he's like 16 years old, and we're like, what? And we play a whole and I'm in khakis. I'm in khakis and like a fucking long sleeve. And we're playing a whole game of fucking basketball with these guys. I'm sweating. I'm like fucking, and these guys are like, they've got the fucking arm warmer
Shooting
on
sleeves.
and stuff. Yeah, the shooting sleeve.
They look like creative players from NBA 2K.
That story basically ends with, at one point I rejected that dude who was like 6'5". And I'm like, nah, he was trying to go up for it. And then later on, I hear that apparently that dude was going into Chinese professional basketball. So that's my claim to fame in the.
You said boo yow.
I said boo. Yeah. Exactly.
Did you win the game, Ted?
No, we didn't. They at one point they had to give us one of their players.
That's
at one point they put one of their players on our team, and all of a sudden we got one of theirs.
I would just say, be thankful you didn't ask to use their diving pool, because from what I understand, they're the best divers in the world, and they would have fucking destroyed you.
China's the best at a lot of shit. I'm not gonna lie.
At least basketball, you had a fighting chance.
They love basketball though. They got
their whole NBA thing there.
Yeah, man.
That's why it's such a big deal when someone from the NBA says that Taiwan is real, and then and then they're like LeBron, you gotta say something about this, and he's like, just not, it's just not smart. And then he goes,
Nike wouldn't like it.
What? Bing chilling.
Yeah.